everyone, this is Joan, and you're looking at Chris Rock before he got slapped by Will Smith. You know, I had told y'all it sucks to be an Aquarius, and you didn't believe me, but it does. It's like you got some sort of a target on you or something, and to be slapped by, of all people, a Libra, the people who are known for peace. Wow. But in any case, the thing is, the whole thing, now when I was watching it, now I haven't watched the Oscars in decades, but when I was watching it, I kept waiting for the punchline. Because, you know, when I first saw the first video that came out about it, you know, I read Chris Rock Will Smith hits Chris Rock at the Oscars. And I thought it was a skit. I thought it must be a joke, because, you know, who does that? And so I turned it on and watched it. And even when I was watching it, I was still waiting for the punchline. Like, surely somebody's going to come tell us that they're kidding. You know, they're both known for comedy, kind of. But it wasn't. He really did go and hit this man. Now, the thing is, it didn't make any sense to me. Well, it didn't make sense because it seemed to me that if you are angry enough to get up out of your seat in the middle of the Oscars and go hit somebody, well, then you would really hit them. You wouldn't slap them. If it only upset you enough to slap, well, then you would stay in your seat and maybe scream out, "Shut up," or something. But you got up out of your seat. You walked up on stage. You slapped this man who truly didn't seem to expect it. Like a lot of people are saying he leaned forward, but I don't know. I haven't really studied Chris Rock, but it seems like that's kind of a mannerism. He kind of does that. And I felt kind of bad for Chris Rock. Like I said, you know, fellow Aquarius, but I've told you, being an Aquarius in a lot of ways kind of sucks. But to me, it was like, well, what if Will Smith was armed? Would he have done something even further? You know, like the guy who smeared feces on the woman in the train station, and when they asked him about it, he said if he was armed, he would have done even more. Or what if, when I thought it was a skit, I thought, oh, okay, well, if Chris Rock hits them back, they can roll around on the stage and you know, fight. But I thought they were kidding. They weren't kidding. I mean, and also, like, now this is G.I. Jane, and it came out over 20 years ago, but when it came out, nobody said anything bad about her. And when Chris Rock first said G.I. Jane 2, my thought was, wow, that would be interesting. I would kind of like to see, you know, I would kind of like to see her play G.I. Jane 2. Because, I don't know, it just seemed like, well, she's not really doing a lot of other movies. And it just seems like, actually, it kind of fits. I bet she'd be good at it. I would, you know, I would pay. Well, I wouldn't pay, but I would watch it on Netflix if it came on or something. You know, but the weird thing is, does this mean that, you know, comedians can't, that's what they do. They make fun of people. Now, I have thought myself a lot of times that I'm surprised people don't get upset more about what these comedians say. But usually people have enough self-discipline to not attack them. So, I don't know. The whole thing was just weird to me. It just really made me think, man, it truly sucks to be an Aquarian. You know, even a rich Aquarius. I mean, because I'm watching this, and then nobody escorts Will Smith out. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's perfectly acceptable to smack Chris Rock. So nobody says, yo, Chris, you okay? Or, man, don't be hitting Chris Rock. No, nobody says that. For a fact, it seemed like they gave Will Smith a standing ovation. It's like, is it that everybody has wanted to hit? You know, maybe I would start lying about my birth date. I mean, well, I guess cosmically it wouldn't matter, but I don't know. Like I said, it sucks to be an Aquarius. It's like you're put on this earth to put up with crazy people. Everybody calls you crazy, but Chris Rock didn't hit anybody. and he didn't pull out anything and, say, I'm going to handle my business. And he also didn't insult Jada Pinkett. He didn't. Like I said, I would like to see Jada Pinkett play G.I. Jane. I kind of think that would be good casting. I think she'd be good in it. But, wow, she sure has a hold on her man. I saw this episode of Married with Children where Peg was mad at some guy and she told Al, go beat him up. And Al just went and beat the guy up. He didn't even know why he was beating him up, just because she told him. And I thought, wow, man, it must be really great to have that kind of power. I know I've never had that kind of power over men. If I did, I'd be rich. But, I don't know. This is just something to think about. And be kind to Aquarians, because, shoot, this world ain't no nice place for us. People who are known for being peaceful walk up and smack you upside the head and then get standing ovations while you go in hiding. And you didn't even do anything. So this is all just something to think about. And yeah, I feel for Chris Rock. Like I said, I thought that maybe he would hit him back and they'd roll around the stage fighting or something. That also would have been interesting. Or if when Will Smith first got up, if Chris Rock had ran, or is it run? Either way, that would have been interesting. But I don't know. I kind of wonder about a guy who gets up out of his seat, goes to the stage, slaps somebody. So, like I said, if you are upset enough to get up and get out of your seat, go up to the stage, I don't know. Seem like you must want some serious business. But no, you slap somebody and then you go sit down. I think it's because Chris Rock. He's not a violent type of person. He's not even really that verbally violent compared to a lot of other people. And yeah, I've heard a lot of women say that, oh, well, he deserved it because he made fun of black women's hair. Well, shoot, go smack Martin Lawrence, and dig up Flip Wilson. Then who else you gonna get? Martin Lawrence. That other guy who used to be on Saturday Night Live that everybody fell in love with. Then he disappeared for a while. Then he made this movie about the Supremes and people loved him again. Well, yeah, go get him. Yeah, it's a whole lot of people you're going to get for dissing black women. You know what? Maybe you should just, go after all black men. Because according to Janet Hubley or whatever, the first Aunt Viv, Will Smith was not that happy over black women, and he definitely replaced a dark-skinned Aunt Vivian for a light-skinned one, and it seems like he definitely has a preference for light skin when it comes to marrying people. But I don't know. Like I said, it just sucks to be an Aquarius. You got to be in your prayers all the time that some peace-loving Libra doesn't walk up and whack you upside the head, and then everybody gives him a standing ovation. What? He just hit somebody. You didn't even call security. Not only that, you praise him. Like, geez, if I was Chris, I think I would just, I'd sue. I'd most definitely sue. I'm a sue. I ain't never got to work again. I'm a sue. I would not press charges, but I am going to sue you. You're going to pay for that slap. But, that's just what I think. And the whole thing was kind of like, you can't invite black people anywhere. I mean, geez, you can't even tell them they don't. Let me stop talking like that, but geez, what I really want to get across is it truly does suck to be an Aquarius, but you are what you are. Oh, and one last thing, what was he crying about? I couldn't figure, and why did he look like his eyes were swollen like he had already been crying? I'm talking about Will Smith. I don't understand. I'm not seeing this. I guess I'm seeing it from Chris Rock's perspective, but I also think, as a group, I think as Aquarians, we're so used to being dumped on. It's kind of like his show, Everybody Hates Chris. I remember watching that show once when his parents said they didn't have enough money to buy him a Christmas present, but they bought all the other kids a Christmas present. Maybe as Aquarius, we should just go on strike and say, we just refuse to be Aquarians anymore. It's just too hard. It's hard. People keep calling you crazy, even though they the ones came and smacked you for no reason. Yeah, well, Anyway, that's just something to consider. And you guys go find an Aquarian and don't smack them, give them a hug, because this ain't easy.